So this video is about the lab diagnosis of Streptococcus pyogenes. It is a gram-positive cocci. Those are arranged in chains. You can see here, these are arranged in chains. And next, we do sample collection and transport in the first step of lab diagnosis. So this sample is collected from the areas where the pathogenesis is present. Like if we see Streptococci pyogenes causes infection mainly in the throat. Like in the throat, it can cause pharyngitis or tonsillitis in the tonsils. So we take the throat swab. And also it can cause cellulitis or skin infections whenever there is a deep infection. So it can cause we can take pus swab or exudates from these sites, and we can take blood if sepsis is present, and we take these samples and we transport through a specialized media, that is transport media called as Pike's transport media. This Pike's transport media is a broth which contains two compounds, that is crystal violet and sodium azide in it. So it requires a specialized transport media, that is Pike's transport media. Next, after collection, we do a direct microscopic examination. So in direct microscopic examination, we see gram-positive cocci that are arranged in chains, and also we see some of the pus cells in it. Next, we do the culture. So in culture, we should remember Streptococci is a fastidious organism, which means it does not grow easily. Like it requires a special medium called as enriched media. So it does not grow in normal media like nutrient agar, McConkey's agar, or liquid media, peptone water broth. It does not grow here. In enriched media like blood agar, serum, and carbohydrate agar, it will grow. Okay, so when we see here in blood agar, the colonies are pinpoint in structure, and it is circular, and it is semi-transparent and low convex. Okay, you remember there are small colonies and they are surrounded by wide range of beta hemolysis. This point is important. Just it is pinpoint colonies with wide range of beta hemolysis. Okay, if capsule is present, like I have told in another video, like Streptococci contains a capsule made up of hyaluronic acid. So if the capsule is present, it forms a mucoid colonies. Okay, this is about the blood agar. I think you can't see here, but this is the blood agar in the middle. We can see this is the hemolysis surrounding a pinpoint colonies. Okay, and next we have a liquid media which contains glucose or serum or brain heart infusion agar. So this brain heart infusion agar, if we grow this Streptococci, we can see granular turbidity with powdery deposits. So after culture, in culture we have a selective medias like crystal violet blood agar. Okay, this crystal violet will inhibit the growth of other organisms like staph and other bacteria. Okay, and we have other specialized media which is called as P and F media, which means polymyxin, neomycin, and fusidic acid. Okay, P and F media means it contains three compounds: polymyxin, neomycin, and fusidic acid with horse blood. Okay, this is the selective media, that is crystal violet blood agar and P and F media. Next we come to the biochemical test. In biochemical test, we know catalase negative. It is catalase negative. Streptococci is catalase negative and staph is catalase positive. Okay. Next, in biochemical test, we have bacteriacin sensitive testing, which means, see, we have group A, group B Streptococci. And group A Streptococci has Streptococcus pyogenes. If you don't know the classification of Streptococci, please see a video on that, because to understand this, that will be helpful. In group A Streptococci, we have Streptococci pyogenes. So this is sensitive to bacitracin. Okay, so whenever there is a bacitracin in the media, surrounding that there will be no growth because Streptococcus pyogenes is sensitive to it and it will die. Whereas in group B streptococci, that is Streptococci agilecti, that is resistant to bacitracin, so it will grow here also surrounding the bacitracin ring. So this is about bacitracin sensitive testing.